Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today we got another marathon by Eagles Rule. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He bought two, he sponsored two marathons. So thank you so much for that. I'm super, super grateful. And I just had an amazing time during the other marathon before I just recorded it. And it went way, way too long. So sorry for, I don't know, I was just, it's literally over an hour. So, but that's what music does. When the music is good, I don't care, I can just talk forever, but I'll try to keep them, in the 45-minute realm, because also it's a lot of people, don't come for the chatter. They come for the music, for the reactions. So sorry if some of them are too long, but I just get carried away. And it is what it is. When you talk music, sometimes you just and for example, or the intro could be way, way too long. But I don't want to rush it either. I'm just gonna go in and let's just see what happens. But thank you again, Eagles, for your help and for sponsoring and helping out the channel, and thank you. Okay, so we got 5 songs, like always, 25 minutes of music to react to, and these are the one that I just did was amazing. Check it out. It's 70s icons meet the 90s. Very interesting. So this one is a little bit different. This one is called, and I love that Eagles kind of like lets me know what we're gonna look into here without spoiling anything. This is called Awesome Acoustic Marathon. Okay, so we got the amazing David Crosby, First Traction in the Rain, and this is from the album If I Could Only Remember My Name from 1971. Awesome. Then this amazing band, they're originally from I guess from England, but raised in the US on a American base. America, 3 Roses, from the first album America, 72. Let me know if I got that wrong, but I think they're from England, born and raised in the States. Baka Beyond, from Baka Beyond, we're gonna do Spirit of the Forest, from Spirit of the Forest, 1998. Then we're gonna play Murray Head, Seda and Sojo, from the Say It and So album, 1976. And then we're gonna finish it off with a video reaction that I'm gonna play for Dave Matthews. That's gonna be on YouTube. Dave Matthews with Tim Reynolds. This is Save Me, live at Radio City Hall in New York, on April 2007. Yeah, that's when it came out. So that's when it was recorded. So I'll be right back with the music. All right, and we're back. So let's give it up for David Crosby. There's a man that needs no introduction, honestly. Here we go.
Hard enough, I know, to find the strength to go back to where it all began. It's hard enough to gain an attraction in the rain.
Jeez.
It's hard for me to understand, hard to find a way to get through another city day without thinking about getting
I mean, the voice on, you know, Mr. Crosby is just those vocal cords. It's beautiful. And I mean, and the other bands like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then Nash and Young, those harmonies are just unparalleled. You know, I've heard a lot of bands throughout these, you know, couple of months, but they're like, they take, I think, the win from me. I mean, when it comes to harmonies, what an incredible acoustic guitar sound. It's a steel string, beautifully played. Just great, great. Everything and everything around it as well. It's just beautiful. Like a harp.
Now the strangest thing I've seen was a t-shirt turning green in India, a turtle dove. The dove's lady was the cause, or maybe it was the olive branch she held in her claws, or maybe he could see they were in love. You know, it's hard for me to find a way to get through another city day without thinking about getting out.
Wow, I know. I think I know what's going on. Wow. Okay, that, I think it was not a harp, but there's like this instrument, and I don't know what it's called, but I've seen it in Mexico. It's like basically like a square or something, like almost like, it looks like a triangle. It doesn't have any frets. It's basically just a board with strings, and it's tuned in a certain way. So basically whatever you play on it sounds beautiful. You can mix, you know, the notes on the, I think it has like 4 or 6 or 7 strings, I'm not really sure, and you can just strum it and it sounds like this. And so I think that's what happened here. I think his guitar was in a certain tuning, maybe an open tuning, like, you know, Joni Mitchell does. And that's why they could just play, you know, random notes, and everything you play sounds nice. There's also this beautiful like thing. It's like some kind of percussive instrument. It looks like literally like a UFO, and it's in a certain tuning, and whatever you play on it sounds in tune, and you can mix and match the different sounds, and then of course if you play the guitar in that, you know, in that chord or in that note, on that tuning, beautiful. So I think that's what he was doing, and I'm sure he was playing a 12 string. It was just sounded so thick and layered, beautiful melodies that you can get out of there. Really, really cool. I loved it. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. All right, here, let's give it up for America, 3 Roses. Another amazing, I mean, yes, I said Crosby, Stills, and Nash take the cake. Let's see. I mean, I haven't heard enough America, so let's see if they can match that. But I'm sure. I mean, they're amazing. Let's go.
Sitting by the fireside with a book in your hand. Two lazy dogs sit watching your man. Three roses were bought with you in mind. Three roses were bought with you in mind. I've got to stop and see what I'm on about. Stop and feel what I'm on. I've got to stop and see what I'm on about. Stop and feel what I'm on with you. Walking through a wonderland, I got you by the hand. Every move we made, just as if it were planned. Three roses were born with you in mind. Three roses were born with you in mind. I've got to stop and see what I'm on about. Stop and feel what I'm on. I've got to stop and see what I'm on about. Stop and feel what I'm on with you.
Beautiful. Oh man. So much goodness in this song, so much goodness. First of all, I love the strumming is so precise, and with the, percussion. I didn't realize how much this guy, I don't know the name of the singer right now. I'm not too familiar with America, but he sounds like Cat Stevens, literally like a lot. Very similar. I love that voice. Very sweet, very soft, very comfortable to listen to. I love the preciseness of the strumming. Really, like, it's so calculated. It's so nice. And what I loved about the whole progression then when the solo came in, because I was more focused on the whole beauty of the strumming and and the bass kind of like suddenly become beautiful. And then the solo comes in, he takes the solo, and then they change the chord progression for the solo to expand. Beautifully done, beautifully, man. It's just so good, you know. What a great song. I love it. Goes directly to the list, yeah. Like catch up. Oh man, beautiful. Thank you. So many good music, so inspiring, you know, to play. I play more than ever since, I mean, okay, I used to play very, very much because I didn't have any responsibilities and I was living with my parents. But after that, I would still find time to play. But now, since I'm listening to all this music and all this new music, I'm playing more than ever, and it's really doing a lot of good to myself, also my soul, everything, my brain. I'm happier. Those endorphins, you know, or I guess what they're called, are always there. I'm always euphoric, and I'm always excited to grab the guitar. And also my technique is changing, my whole approach to the guitar. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play chords today, you know, I'm just gonna practice my chords, I'm not gonna play any lead guitar. And then one day I hear like a great solo. Ooh, I'm gonna practice that, like what I did with like Yes, you know, with that intro. And it seemed something like I can't play this, you know, it's Yes. And then I was like, oh shit, I can actually do this, you know. So you challenge yourself, you know. Or like when I listen to something by Pat Metheny, and I'm like, I can never play like that. And I can actually like, oh my god, I'm actually at a level where I can, you know, try and imitate, you know, because I could never play like Pat Metheny. I meant that guy's a genius improviser and creator, and just like, oh my god, just his when I look at the catalog, it's intimidating. There's so much music to discover. It's so good. But it's just a great thing. Thank you so much. I mean, you guys really have changed our lives, Alexia and me, you know, for the better, because she's so well versed in music. She understands all kinds of music I play, or stuff that she would have never liked when we started dating. And even, I don't know, 5 years ago, that would have been like, you know, I guess it's good, you know, but that's what was her answer, you know. I would play her like, I don't know, something, and she would be like, well, I mean, he's a great guitar player, but it was like, you know, in and out and forgotten. Now she retains all that stuff, and she literally has now this flavor from music, and she's always listening to stuff that I like, and it's has brought us together, of course, even more. I mean, we've always been a very strong pair, you know, but this music has just like bonded us, like fused together, because now we even like the same music. Not that she didn't like my music, we had something in common. We're like Floyd and Led Zeppelin and Dire Straits and Bob Marley and you know, and hundreds of bands, but something like Genesis or Rush or Yes or King Crimson, or, you know, she wasn't ready for that. And now she's like, she understood the concept and what it goes on behind the scenes, and why do these musicians play like that. And that's a thing of beauty, you know, to be with your wife in that same realm of music, because we've always had the same realm in with movies. We always like the same scenes, we like the same dialogue. We like, okay, rewind that part, you know, we have to see it again. We're movie fanatics. We like good movies, we like good dialogue. They can be boring as hell, nothing happens in 2 hours, but when the dialogue is good, that's basically, there has to be like, if there is good dialogue, we don't need explosions or anything, you know? So we don't even watch those movies. We don't watch movies with CGI or heavy effects, because it's just like, we literally fall asleep. It's boring for us. It's so weird. But it has happened many times that we go to the movies and we're just like, because it's just like, you know, Transformers or some nonsense like that. Okay, so Spirit of the Forest by Baka Beyond. Here we go. Sorry for that. Beautiful. God, that's so good. It's beautiful. Beautiful percussion. The percussion here shines, of course, like there's so much going on. The little like sticks. No. That chant is beautiful. Oh man. Like if I could be there, I would never leave. You know, I don't know, there's these places in Mexico where you can go, and we're gonna go when we leave to Puerto Vallarta. We're gonna go to Mexico City, and then we're gonna go into the mountains where like these like tribes are, and man, they make some amazing music there, and they have a recording studio, and I don't know, we're gonna play something like this, I'm sure. Beautiful solo here, beautiful, just ambient. This is world music that I appreciate very, very much. So good, man. Let's go back a little bit. Beautiful. I hope this man or woman, I don't know, who was chanting got, rewarded for their, singing, because I did see one artist who used a sample of some indigenous tribes, and they just recorded it and used it, and it got so famous, and they never got really compensated. And I think that's kind of not cool. But man, this was a beautiful track. The guitar, when the violin and the guitar were soloing intertwined, it was just beautiful. I love the rhythm here. Just great percussive instruments, and beautifully laid out. Like, just amazing, this track. I'm gonna definitely listen to more of what is it called? Baka Beyond. What a great acoustic track. Okay, Murray Head is next. Say It Ain't So, Joe. Here we go. That even rhymed. So let's go.
Say it ain't so, Joe, please. Say it ain't so. That's not what I wanna hear, Joe, and I got a right to know. Say it ain't so, Joe, please. Say it ain't so. I'm sure they're telling us lies, Joe, please tell us it ain't so. They told us that our hero, that lady's trump card, he doesn't know how to go on. They're clinging to his charm and determined smile, but the good old days have gone. The image and the empire may be falling apart. The money has gotten scarce. One man's word held the country together, but the truth is getting fierce. Say it ain't so, Joe, please. Say it ain't so. We pinned our hopes on you, Joe, and they're ruining our show. Don't you think they're gonna get burned?
Voc-
They're gonna get burned. They're gonna get turned. They're gonna get burned. They're gonna get burned. Yes, they're gonna get
That was amazing. That was amazing. That was just amazing. The melody, the vocal part was beautiful, you know, that theme, you know, and suddenly there was so much layers of acoustics, you know. I don't know. It wasn't like an orchestra. I think it was just more guitars, you know. It was beautiful. Man, just what a song. Sorry about that. Never heard of Murray Head ever in my life. Great track. Beautiful. I'm literally sending everything as we're going to Alexia so she can catch up. I wish she could react to this stuff, but sometimes she only hears a couple of songs, and I'm like, okay, let's listen to it together. And I look at her, you know, not like that, but I'm just like, I mean, when you listen to music together, you're like listening and you're looking at the other person, and then you're like, yeah, you know, like that, you know, not like looking. But man, this is beautiful. Everything. I think I heard a violin as well. I think maybe cellos just to back it up. I'm not sure, but it was just beautiful. Beautiful music. Now Dave Matthews is next. I'm gonna set up the camera here. Give me one moment. All right, and here we are with Dave Matthews. This is Dave Matthews with Tim Reynolds, Save Me, and this is live at Radio City Music Hall, New York City. And it says high definition. Okay, cool. And 2007. Let's see. High definition 720. Okay. I guess that's still HD. But yeah, here we go, and enjoy. I usually turn down the volume on YouTube because sometimes they just like start with a lot of usually live performances with a lot of applause or just like, and I don't want to. Sorry about that. I don't want to get you guys deaf, so let's just start it off. I knew it.
This song is a comedy song. Maybe it's tongue-in-cheek. I don't know. Or maybe it's a plea for help from the heavens.
Okay.
I don't know. You decide.
Driving through the desert, I met a man who told me of this crazy plan. He'd been walking there for 20 days, and he was gonna walk on for 20 more. I said, how about a drink or a bite to eat? He said, no, my faith is all I need. I said, then save me, Mr. Walking Man. If you can, watch, you don't need to prove a thing to me. Just give me faith, make me believe. Come on, save me, Mr. Walking Man. If you can, Lord, save me, Mr. Stranger. If you please, save me, stranger, if you please. Or am I too far gone to get back on? Get back on. I said, how about you take a ride with me? We could kill some time or shoot the breeze. He said every whispering wind and second counts. Brother, maybe if you walk, but you should drive around and save me, Mr. Walking Man. If you can, oh, save me, a stranger. If you please save me, stranger, if you please. Or am I too far gone? Ooh, that's to get back on, yeah. To get back on. It's like such a call. I ain't asking you to turn off the sunshine, no. And I ain't asking you to turn the water into wine, no. I'm not asking you to fly. I'm just asking you to save me. Try saving yourself. I suppose yeah, you might try saving yourself. You may try. You might try saving yourself. You might try saving yourself.
Okay, I almost got a commercial there. That was, oh my god. What can I say to this? That was amazing. I mean, this guy is on a completely different level. Like, I love, did you see his body literally like going inside? Like that's literally what happens, you know, when you play, and you don't even have to play lead guitar. Like, this is when you play your instrument with passion, and the way he was singing, and man, those falsettos, he sounded like Robert Plant at the end. Wonderful. And oh my god, the way Tim Reynolds was, you know, doing all the lead parts and then helping him with the ba ba ba. Can't wait to show this to Alexia, man. Oh my god. Maybe I would even do a reaction, her alone, like I did with Hurt. Oh god, I'm sorry about that. I hope that you didn't. I guess the whole thing moved. Your whole TV moved. Sorry about that. That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Eagles, for that live performance. I didn't know if I should do like the audio, but I was like, hey, if it's live, then let's just do it, you know, live, you know, with video. And I'm happy I did, even though I usually focus I want to focus on the instruments, but it's only one guitar and one, you know, lead guitar with two acoustics. It wasn't like an entire band. This was wonderful. Thank you so much. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. And I have a little add-on at the end, like I sometimes do for people that constantly, you know, support the channel. I think it's only, you know, it's a little bit, it's something from me to you, you know, maybe you haven't heard this before. So this is called Spiral, and this is from the album Situation Dangerous, from 2000. I remember, oh my god, when this came out, it blew my mind away. And this is how I basically got to meet, or to know, not meet, to hear for the first time Tony Levin on bass, Terry Bozzio on the drums, and Steve Stevens on guitar. And this is a beautiful acoustic song instrumental. You guys, you have to get this album if you like, you know, progressive instrumental acoustic music. This is the album for you. It is called Bozzio, Levin, Stevens, or Black Light Syndrome, their first album. This is Spiral. Here you go. So thank you again. Eagles, this is for you and everybody else, of course. Learned this. It's not flamenco, I know, but it's, you know, it's just like, it scratches a little bit the surface of what flamenco sounds like. I call this like more like fusion, but you really hear, you know, Steve Stevens, he used to play, I think, with Billy Idol, and something, and he's pretty much a virtuoso. He came up actually with the Top Gun theme, the bow, you know that. And then Tony Levin, I mean, needs no introduction. Terry Bozzio, I mean, come on, that drumming was insane. I hope you did enjoy. I've done this song before with Alexia on the channel, but I wanted to include it here for people who like acoustic music. Maybe you're going to click on this video. And so if you want to see the reaction, how Alexia reacted the first time she heard this, look it up. Just type in Spiral, NicknLex Spiral, and we are basically reacting to that song together. Thank you so much again, Eagles, for this wonderful marathon. It was great. All these songs were top notch, and I hope you did enjoy this little add-on at the end. Thank you again. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, maybe check us out on Patreon. We have over 30 full albums on there as of now, and concerts. You know, there's some blooper reels like of us, you know, messing up in the videos. We could, I think, record a new one by now. And but there's some, you know, content that's just blocked on YouTube. So check it out. Maybe you like it. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.